Hi, my name is Ben, and this is Comic Book Breakdown, episode 34.4, Megaman ZX Timelines. This one opens with Megaman battling a mechanical purple monkey-like figure called Purpill, P-U-R-P-I-L-L. The monkey teased how bad a shot he is, while Megaman is easily upset. Turns out that Purpill was part of the attack that killed Megaman's mother, so he is out for blood. And he does succeed, destroying Purpill. A small floating device identifying itself as Biometal P introduces itself to Megaman. With it, Megaman can merge into a new form, but at this point Megaman actually powers down. Gone is his Red Warrior's outfit. In its place is a blue and white teenage boy. Surrounding him are 4 other floating biometals. But he isn't happy. The blue one asks if Vent is okay, and no, he isn't. He thought that destroying Purple would make him feel different. All of them suggest how they think Vent should feel, and Model X is the only one that asks what is he fighting for. Vent thought that he was fighting for justice, to avenge all of the people that Serpent and Slither Inc. have hurt. Well, then perhaps you should fight to protect the future instead, it suggests. Vent liked the sound of that. That sounds like something Jiro, his professor, would have said. Suddenly, Vent is called by Commander Prairie. Guardian HQ is under attack. Vent turns into Megaman and teleports back. He meets with Prairie quickly, and she orders him to defend the skyship from the roof. She needs to hold down the bridge. On the roof, Megaman fights off a pair of low-level goons. 2 higher-level jerks, Prometheus and Pandora, appear. Prometheus taunts Megaman, but they're here with a job to do. They head inside to disable the ship. Megaman chases after them and discovers that they've got Prairie cornered. Prometheus is eager to test if Model ZX is worthy to be sacrificed to revive Model W. The two then fight. Megaman is combining the biometals together during the fight, which impresses his enemy. Prometheus thinks that woman didn't know what she had when she created the biometal, and Prairie thinks that he's referring to her sister. He then taunts Megaman again, this time over the death of his friend, Jiro. He then blows a hole in the hull, grabs Prairie, and chucks her outside. Prometheus then flies off. Megaman activates Model HX and catches Prairie. They return to the ship, and she gives orders to treat the wounded and then get her a damage report. She then asks after Vent, who's feeling pretty good. He much prefers defending the living over avenging the dead. That's what heroes fight for, Vent, she says. For a better today and a better future. Our blue-helmeted friend, the Met, who has been appearing in these one-shots, falls from the sky. I hope that little dude survives. Be a real shame for him to have made it this far in the Megaman timeline just to die from impact. So this story was a step back up for me. I do think that it is a bit heavy on lore, on exposition. It does feel a little bit like the Zero issue like that. But at least we have a Mega Man who is concerned with why he is fighting again. I actually think that it's really smart to have him motivated by revenge at the start of a comic, then he gets his revenge, and nothing has changed emotionally. His mom is dead, his friend is dead. What does he do now? Having to protect Prairie is great, and it affirms that protecting people is the direction that he now wants to go in moving forward. I love that. That's solid. I didn't need to do any research on this particular line of Mega Man games, so author Matt Moylan does a much improved job of presenting the story to me, a relative Mega Man newbie. Dax Gordine is easily the roughest artist so far in the Timeline series, leaving lots of scratches and shading marks on his figures. When I say he's the roughest, I don't mean that his work is bad or unfinished. I mean that his stuff is intentionally a little bit sketchier. It actually might remind me a little bit too much of my own art style, and I think that bothers me a bit, because there is something here that I don't like, that sits unwell with me, and I just can't pinpoint it. I might be seeing a little bit of myself in this artwork, and that's bothering me. His action sequences are pretty good. They're very anime-inspired, and his acting is very anime-inspired. It's just a little bit over the top for my personal tastes, but I cannot say that it's bad. It does do the job. It gets the point across, and I do think that the acting is honestly some of the best that we've seen in the books so far. Over the top, I would argue, is what anime is, and this nails that look pretty well. From a storytelling perspective, I'm a bit torn on the biometals being able to talk with Megaman. While they all have individual designs and their word balloons are tailored to their colors, which is nice from an ease of reading perspective, they are all basically floating geometric shapes. There's little acting there to bounce off of Megaman, but I would argue that they all have fairly distinct voices. We clearly don't spend a lot of time with them in this particular comic, but they are also clearly important to this version of Megaman. That said, I do like that his closest friend, ally, confidant, is Prairie, even if we don't get to spend a lot of time with her. At least she can emote and act. Were we to get more stories set in this world with these characters, I think that there's a good relationship there that could be explored. I do find the enemies in this issue to be particularly annoying, maybe the most annoying enemies in the Timelines one-shot so far, but they are the bad guys in an anime-inspired story, so the fact that they're annoying isn't really that shocking to me. They work. They're a good mix of we're mysterious and we're knowledgeable about stuff that Mega Man is ignorant of, and we're cunning, at least when compared to Mega Man, which gives them a nice upper hand in the conflict. I vaguely hate them, but again, they're the bad guys. We're supposed to hate them, so pretty good job on that. Next time, we have traveled so far into the future that everything we have covered so far becomes Mega Man Legends Timelines. If you enjoyed this episode of Breakdown, please make sure to hit that like button, and if you are not subscribed to the show, then click on that as well. I love getting feedback, and I would really appreciate it if you did so. If you have any questions, concerns, or would like to suggest a comic or a series to me, Breakdown can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and on a variety of podcast platforms, with links in the description for this episode below, as well as the email cbbreakdown@gmail.com. Thank you for your time and attention.